Hey friends, Ari Koinuma here. Thanks for checking in. Today I want to share with you my view on what it's like to grow. And knowing this sort of perspective or point of view really helped me trust in myself and trust in the process and not get all jittery and worried and uncomfortable when things really don't go my way. So I hope that it will have the same effect on you. So to begin with, when we think about growing, we like to think of it as kind of a linear curve. Going like this, right? So this is the time and this is the growth. And then you go, as the time goes on, I want to grow. I want whatever it is that you want to get better at, whether it's at your income or your grades, your social life, quality of life, whatever you want to call it, your knowledge, your expertise. You want to grow. And that's reasonable. But I bet you have noticed that it doesn't quite go like that. That the growth kind of looks like this. So you have this sort of a static stage and then there's a little bump. And then there's a static stage and there's a little bump. And then as you go higher, it might take a little longer and more harder to go even further, but you do eventually. And so on and so forth. So now it doesn't look like a linear curve, does it? It looks like a steps. Now, but I wonder if you have seen experiences where you don't even stay sort of in a plateau. You have little bump downs, especially right before you go up. But it might not have to be. So like that. So the growth is not a linear curve, but it's just a plateau with a little bumps down actually. And then you go a firm level up and then you stay on the next plateau. So it's kind of like leveling up in a role-playing game, which harkens back to my Nintendo roots here. And in fact, the other thing that I've noticed that happens is also there tends to be bumps down when you set out to do, when you set your intention, like, so you're here, right? You're in level 2. And then you go, I want to go to level 3. And like as soon as you set your intention to going up to the next level, I experience kind of a bump down, like a challenge. Something happens where it just challenges my confidence. I'm going, well, I thought I was on level 2, but actually I might be worse than that, right? And whenever I have a sort of upward trajectory that I'm trying to get to, there's also like a counter motion before that or right after that. And it just really sort of catches me always off guard and going, wait, I wanted to get better here, not worse. But I just need to kind of keep at it in order to level up the next time. I believe that this applies not just to like a personal growth and personal transformation, but also on the societal level too. I really would like to dearly think that the current climate right now is a bump down. But it's kind of like somebody once used the analogy of how you have to crouch down before you jump, right? So it takes sometimes this counter motion of going down so that you have this, you build up the momentum, or you have the need to really sort of exert yourself and keep going in order to reach the next level up point. At least this has been true in my life so far. So growth is not a linear curve, and that as long as you have a growth mindset, overall trajectory is still going up. And you can see that over time, over long periods of time. But in the moment, in day-to-day life, or even from week to week, or even in the longer span, like in societal evolution, you know, it might be from years to years, you might see sort of moments of downward motion. But that's not a reason to lose hope and to stop doing what we're doing. Little tweaks and sort of ways to explore to speed up the process always is reasonable. But overall, I think that we should have faith in ourselves that we are always going up and we're always improving ourselves or improving our experiences. And that if you look at it over the long span, you can see that there is a growth here. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching. If you have seen this concept play out in your life, I would like to know. For my musician friends, I bet that you have seen this kind of thing happen. It certainly has for me as well. But also, if you think that there are holes to poke in terms of this concept, I would like to know that too. So let me know in the comments. Okay? Right, thanks again. I'll see you next time.